Where did my terminal go? Did it go under there or something? It's really weird. Did I get my terminal? No, where's my terminal? Excuse me. Terminal. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to another exciting episode of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. I'm your host, Jon-Michael Booth, and today, let's just get right into it. We are going to be doing some of the things that we talked about last week. You can see that I tore up my my floor a little bit in preparation for running some cables to outside. That was the thing that I was alluding to that we talked about last week. I'm going to switch to bat mode because bat mode gives me a one block high space, so I can actually move around pretty easily. Near, oh look, it's my brother. Brother, hey brother, how's it going? Okay, enough of that. Yeah. So anyway, I've carved this channel in the floor so that I can run some cable. Now, there's something I didn't tell you. This cable that I'm using is called ME glass cable, but it only supports 8 channels, which basically means I can attach 8 devices up to it. Right now, I only have one device attached to it, which is this import bus, which goes to this chest, which is now empty. But if I'm going to add additional devices, I'm going to need more different kinds of cable. This block over here, which is called the ME controller, supports multiple channels. In fact, you can connect up to 32 channels per side, channels being devices, basically. But you're probably asking yourself, how can you attach 32 channels to a side when this cable only supports up to 8 channels? And that's an excellent question. I'm glad you asked it. The answer is I need a different kind of cable that supports more channels. So that's one of the things I'm going to build today. And I have some of those parts right in here. But first, I want to fix some of my floor. And I'm going to use these things called cable facades. The way you build those is actually pretty simple. You build these things called cable anchors. I'll come over here to my terminal. I'll show you that. Let's see, anchor. A cable anchor is actually built pretty simply. You have to build this thing called a quartz cutting knife, and then you just use, you know, whatever you have a lot of, either tin or invar or iron or whatever. This thing's pretty easy to make. You just make it with like a block of iron, some nether quartz, and some sticks. You get this knife, and then you cut it, and you get these cable anchor things. What do you do with the cable anchors? Well, you put them in this sort of plus formation like this in your crafting table, and then you can take any item, like in this case a block of quartz, for instance, or marble, I should say. And that gives me 4 of these cable facade things, which is really cool. I have now 24 of them, so I can show you exactly what you do with those. They work pretty much exactly like the conduit facades that we built a couple episodes ago, only these ones work for ME cable, which is this stuff. So you can just kind of click it, and then yeah, it's pretty cool. You place it down, and then it looks exactly like floor, which is really neat. I wanted to use it over here in particular because this I thought looks really ugly. But just like that, with a few quick adjustments to the floor, look at that. Now I have a beautiful looking area. I got to fix all this as well, but I want to replace this with this more complicated dense cable first. So in order to build this dense cable, yes, you don't click on things when you have a conduit facade in your house. Actually, that's something else neat I guess I could show you guys. If I just have regular blocks in my hand, oops, the walls, those conduit facades are fully opaque. But if I hold this wrench in my hand, you can actually see that the conduit facades all become completely transparent. So you can see where all your wiring is. So very convenient. I could even adjust this wiring, like I could remove this wire without even affecting the facade that's behind it. So So that's pretty cool. That's something cool, but something to be aware of, because obviously if you right-click on your terminals or something while you're trying to do this, you end up just taking things off when you don't mean to. Kind of like that. Only I totally meant to do that. Where did my terminal go? Where did my terminal go? Did it go under there or something? That's really weird. Did I get my terminal? No, where's my terminal? Excuse me. Terminal. Where did you go? Okay, so somehow my terminal went right through the wall and ended up in the water. So just be careful when you're popping your terminals off with the wrench, because who knows where they're going to end up. That's actually kind of weird, and I've never seen that before. I've seen them pop, you know, like 2 or 3 blocks away, but I've never seen them pop right through a wall before. That was kind of scary. So let's get this back in place. Let's put this on there. Okay, there we go. Let's build some cable. So what I'm trying to build here is this stuff called dense cable. But first I have to make ME covered cable, and the way you make ME covered cable is by taking ME glass cable and then adding a bunch of wool to it. How much of this stuff do I have? Oh, I have lots. So there you go. I just made 49 of those covered cables, which is great, except that now I need them in this configuration with some redstone and some glowstone, which I believe I have lots of. Yeah. And there it is. ME dense cable. And I could make 12 of those. So that's hopefully going to be enough for now. I need to remove some of these cables here, because I'm going to replace these with the good stuff. And let's replace that one as well. Alright, so now we go to this cable, and boom. And this cable is pretty cool looking. It's much thicker than a regular cable. And you can see it joins up just like that. There's actually another added benefit to this cable, which I won't really be able to show you yet, but if you actually look up at the top of the screen there, it says 1 of 32 channels, which basically means that only one thing is connected, and that is that the import bus that's underneath this chest right now. So that's good enough for now. I think the rest of this way I can just run with this standard ME glass cable. So let's get some more of that. Let's take it all. There we go. And this will allow us to sort of complete this this cable run. There we go. And let's just come up. And now I'm ready to attach to this chest. So I will either need to make another import bus or just steal that one back. So let me actually, let me think about it. I don't think I need this import bus here anymore. So I think for now I might just take this one. So there we go. Put my conduit facades back in place. No, don't do that. So one there, and then these conduit facades can cover all this stuff up. This can cover over here. Oh, did I run out? I ran out. That's okay. Ooh, getting dark. Better be quick. Take my import bus and slap it on the side of there. And so if I just wait a second, that goes online and all of my material starts to drain out. what I should have done is grabbed my acceleration cards, which I have over here somewhere. Yeah, right here. And then popped those on there. Ow. Acceleration cards. There we go. Now this stuff is going to go really fast. Perfect. It's getting dark and scary, so let's change back into me and have a quick sleep. Sleep. And then, once the morning comes again, we can go back down. I think I want to make some more conduit facades because I don't like this. I need 1, 2, I guess just 2 more. Because these can be actual marble. Marble, marble, marble. Marble, marble, marble. That hides all that. Take some cable anchors. And a block of marble and make 4 more. I guess the kind of minimum you can make is 4, so that's okay. I've got a couple left over. So 1 there, 1 there. There's no way to see that those are actually open underneath. Over here in the corner, I should probably add something. I can make a panel that's actually grass, or I could do something else. The question is, what do I think is going to look best? What's probably going to look best, actually... Okay, so that chest is empty, so let's break the chest. Let's break the crafting table, because we don't need that anymore. And then... yeah, let's break this. This, I don't know why there's a piece of dirt here. I feel like there might have been an Enderman that came along and placed that block of dirt there just kind of randomly. This torch. I'm going to keep the torch, but I'm going to move it up to there. These guys I'm going to eliminate. Oh, I dropped the ladders. Uh-oh. I don't know if I can put ladders on conduit facades. So I guess we're going to find out. We're going to experiment here. So, what do I need? Let's come over here. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's put oak wood in there. And then we get 4 cable facades. But I don't think that's going to be enough. And the reason I don't think that's going to be enough is because I need them on this side, but I also need them on this side, and this side, and this side. So I'm going to need 8. Okay. Hopefully I'm not wasting my time here. Anchors. I need a couple more anchors. No, do I have one of those things anymore? I might have used my my whole knife. How do I make that knife again? So, okay, let's make a new knife. There we go. And we'll close that. We'll put the knife up here. I think we have a lot of iron. Oh yeah, we have 200 iron. So let's just make a whole bunch more anchors. Well, actually I'm not going to need nearly that many, so that 4 more, and hopefully that's enough. Yeah, I've got a little bit more ME glass cable. Oh, the other thing I'm going to need is a terminal. So I have an ME terminal. Do I have the resources to make it into a crafting terminal? I need a crafting table and I need a calculation processor. Oh, yes, because I grabbed some of these things. So let's grab those 2 out of there, come over to our inscriber, Okay, so those go in there. So that's going to press my calculation circuit. And then that goes up there. And then I need one block of redstone, or one piece of redstone. And then I need a silicon printed circuit. So hopefully I have some of those. Oh good, I do. A couple more. So I only need one. And bang, in there. And then that presses, and I get my calculation processor. Perfect. In the terminal, I need to make a crafting table, but I already have a bunch of crafting benches, so I'm just going to see if I can turn one. Can I turn one back into a crafting table? No, I don't think I can. I think you just, yeah. I think it's a one-way transaction. Alright, well I guess I'll have to make one then. Well, I can just do this. Crafting table. And then, there, got one. And finally, crafting terminal. So I use my regular ME terminal, I use my crafting table, and I use my calculation processor that I just made. And there. Crafting terminal. And now I can come outside. And what I had intended to do all along was to remove that, take my things, and then let's see, how am I going to do this? That's actual marble. That's dirt. Remove that, remove that. Let's take, okay, some of this, we'll put it there, we'll put it there, and then we'll put it there, and then finally we'll put it there. And I know that seems weird and convoluted, what I just did there. If you're not paying close attention, it'll seem convoluted. If you are, then you know exactly what I did. So it'll all make sense in a moment, either way. So now I take my cable facades and I put 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, 2, 3. And now from the outside, that looks perfect. Now comes the real test. And I don't know if this is actually going to work or not, because this is not real oak wall. So this will be the challenge to see if I can put ladders onto facade. Oh, and I can! Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, so now that looks exactly the way it was before. And if I hold my wrench, okay, it doesn't work to hold a wrench. This type of facade you cannot see through, at least not with a wrench. There is actually a tool that I can build called a network tool that will allow me to see through these. Let's see if I have enough resources for the network tool, because this thing is very convenient to have. Oh, I need another calculation processor, an illuminated panel, a wrench. I think I have most of these things. The only thing I don't have is the calculation processor. Oh, I don't have the wrench either, but I can make the wrench pretty easily. So the wrench is just made with nether quartz, and then yeah, so the only thing I'm missing is the calculation processor, so I just need one more pure Certus. And then I also need some more redstone, and yeah, so calculation, Certus. So that's going. Then I need, oh, I have the redstone. Perfect. Okay, so that press happens. That goes up there. That goes in there. I need one more piece of silicon. That goes in there. And calculation processor right there. And then back over here. and calculation processor there, and I get my network tool. Yay! Woohoo! It's so exciting! I love getting achievements. The network tool, you can see actually while I'm holding the network tool, the same thing happens to those conduits. If I switch tools, you can see they go back visible again, but when I select my network tool, they go invisible. But the added bonus, there's actually an option right in here that allows you to toggle these facades. So there you go. If I turn those on, I now have transparent cable facades as well. And now you can see exactly that I have a cable up there. And when I, yeah, this tool, all you have to be is have it in your hotbar if you have it turned on. So it's kind of cool and kind of not cool at the same time. You do have to kind of go into it and toggle it once in a while. But I can see the sun is going down in my game, so I have just enough time to go back outside before it gets dark and then apply the thing that I wanted to apply, which is this crafting terminal. And even though it looks like there's a facade right here or a brick wall, if you recall, there is a cable on the other side of it, and if I just click that, check that out. It goes like right on, it goes flush. Very cool. And now I have access to all of my farming type stuff. So if I need a hoe, I could just type in hoe and I get access to my hoes. If I need some seeds, I've got access to seeds. If I want to try doing something with an infusion stone, I got access to my infusion stones. Oh, it's all good. It is all good. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm still having a great time making these episodes, and I hope you guys are having a great time watching these episodes. If you are, you know what to do. Click the like button. Give me a like and let me know that you love these episodes as much as I love making them. If you want, leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like. If you want me to build anything in particular, you know, I've been asking you guys this pretty much every single episode, so leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed and you want to see more videos, please do so. You can also click the notification bell. I know I haven't mentioned that in a while. That will get you an email notification every time I make a new video, which should be pretty much every day from this point forward, every weekday anyway. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all next time.